Hey, how are you? This is James Williams, your marine realtor. So, I want to talk today about managing your money in real estate. So, I've worked with over 300 agents, and this is the advice that I give them. Now, keep in mind that real estate is very seasonal. So, what I'm going to tell you is not going to be something that you do lockstep every month, but we'll talk about that. So, as an entrepreneur, it's important to manage your personal and your business money. So here's a recommended method that I recommend that you use most of the months. Keeping in mind that real estate is seasonal. What does that mean? Well, what it means in the DC area is that between March and September, the market seems to be hotter. As we come into October, November, December, and part of January, the market's slower. So as you save your money in the spring, you should stock up a little more in the savings and in the taxes, because as you come into the winter months, you're not going to have as much for most people. So let's talk about the three buckets. So the first bucket is the personal bucket. So let's say you get a check and your commission check is $10,000. What I recommend is that putting $6,000 into a personal account. What is a personal account? That is the account where you pay your daily expenses. That's your food, your mortgage, those types of things. And also putting money into a savings account. So that should be 60% that you put into your personal account. The second bucket is what I call the business account. This account was always 10%, but I can see how people are starting to shrink that to maybe 5%. Why are they shrinking it from 10 to 5%? Because technology has advanced. So if you go back 20 years, every week I spent $200 to advertise all of my listings on the local papers, at least two. So you're spending $200 to $300 every week, plus brochures. Brochures back then were 75 cents to $1 per page. Things have really come down a lot. So you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have Google Ads, all these places where you can reach your audience at a much cheaper price. So I have it 10%, but it could be 5%. Second part is technology. You need cameras, you need, iPads, those types of things. So spending money on your technology. We talked about advertising and then services. So everybody has to belong to a realtor association. They have to have a multiple listing fee. So those are the things that go into the business bucket. The last but not least is the tax bucket. What I recommend is you get the $10,000, 6 goes to personal, 5 to 10 goes to business, and about 30 to 35 goes into taxes. The reason why I recommend you do this on a monthly basis or on a basis of every closing is because a lot of people, wait to the very end, and then in March or April they have this huge bill and they can't pay it. This tax bill will change based on the state you're located. I have heard that California has higher taxes than, let's say, Texas. So maybe in California it's 35-40%. I don't know. And maybe in Texas it's 25 to 30%. But whatever it is, figure out what it is for your area. Now, what I was talking about for seasonality, if you have 3 or 4 deals per month that's happening in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, what I recommend is putting more money into your personal instead of 60, maybe 70 or 75. Because as you go into your October, November, December, January months, things tend to slow down. So you want to go ahead, put some money in a nest egg so you're not caught out there in the middle of winter. Okay, so here's some pro tips. One, like I said, set aside money in the spring and summer for your taxes and for your personal. Real estate is very seasonal, and like I said, here in the DC area, it's very slow in the winter because we're not really prepared for snow. Second thing, I highly recommend try to schedule your vacations in the fall and in the winter. I typically fly down to Miami, rent a motorcycle, ride down to the Keys or hang out in Miami, whatever the case is. And then also I like to ski. So I go to Vail, Colorado. I love to ski up there, or just ride my car 2 hours north to Pennsylvania. Whatever it is, when the market's hot, try to stay engaged. When it's not as hot, then give yourself a mental break. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and let me know how you manage your money. I would love to hear from you. We're going to have a separate video on the tax part. And the separate video will cover what are some ways to reduce your tax bill, because there's a lot of write-offs that you can have as a real estate agent. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or send me a message. This is James Williams. I am your Marine Corps Realtor. Semper Fi. Thanks for your time.